Michael Bublé is world-renowned for his rich baritone voice, singing classic jazz and swing standards. The Canadian crooner has gone on tour 6 times, at least 3 of these being a world tour. He's released over 11 successful albums, with his Christmas album being a must at Christmas time. But how did Michael Bublé come to be so successful and known? This is the Canadian star's rise to fame. Michael Stephen Bublé was born in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada on September 9, 1975, to fishermen Louis and Amber Bublé. Bublé has said that he had been dreaming of becoming a famous singer from a very young age, and first became interested in jazz when his family would play Bing Crosby's White Christmas album. In addition to singing, Michael also wanted to be a hockey player, but says he didn't think he was good enough. Nevertheless, his passion for hockey remains. It was at the age of 16 that Bublé first started singing on stage in nightclubs. His Italian grandfather would offer his plumbing services in exchange for stage time for his aspiring grandson. Michael's grandfather was a big inspiration for him, as it was his jazz collection he grew up listening to, and Michael would go by Mickey Bubbles when he was younger. Bublé received some national Canadian airtime in the late 1990s, which helped to give him exposure when he recorded and released 3 independent albums: First Dance, Babaloo, and Dream. His big break came when he was invited to sing at former Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney's daughter's wedding. There, he was introduced to famous producer and record executive David Foster, who had worked with the likes of Madonna, Cher, and Celine Dion. Foster was reluctant to sign Michael to his label, but Michael persevered and even went to LA to convince him. But another problem was getting the okay from Warner Music president. Bublé recounted the events to BBC presenter Christy Young. This executive named Tom Whaley came into the room, and he said, "Why should we sign you? We have Frank Sinatra." And I said, with all due respect, "Sinatra's dead. Don't bury the music with him." I said, "I'll work hard and help fill the void, and we will keep this music alive together." 3 days later, Bublé was jogging on the treadmill when his grandfather came in and said, "Sunshine, you're with Warner Brothers." And then it was only a matter of time before Michael would rise in the charts and claim his worldwide fame. In 2003, he released his self-titled debut album and then one album almost every 2 years. Bublé took a hiatus starting in 2016 when his son Noah was diagnosed with cancer, who has since happily recovered. His latest album, Love, was released in 2018, and his world tour, An Evening with Michael Bublé, was cut short due to the pandemic, but is set to continue in 2021. We can look forward to more music from this Canadian crooner, who pulls at our heartstrings with his rich and smooth voice. Michael Bublé has captured the hearts of millions with his smooth singing and will undoubtedly capture more with time and new music. But how did Bublé capture the heart of his Argentine wife, Luisana Lopilato? The story sounds like something from one of his many love songs, as he has said it was love at first sight. This is Michael Bublé and Luisana Lopilato's love story. Michael Stephen Bublé was born in Burnaby, British Columbia, Canada on September 9, 1975, to fishermen Louis and Amber Bublé. Luisana Loralee Lopilato de la Torre was born on May 18, 1987 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Both Michael and Luisana belong in show business, as Luisana is a well-known actress, singer, and model in Argentina. She starred in various television shows, movies, and theater productions in Argentina, modeled for Gotex, L'Oreal, and Gillette, and has sung on over 5 albums with pop group Airway. But before the couple met, they both had other serious relationships, and Bublé was even engaged at least once before. Michael was first engaged to actress Debbie Timmis until 2005. She is one of the dedicatees on his first major album, and while he was in Italy missing Debbie, he co-wrote his hit Home for her. Timmis was even in the music video for Home, but after they broke up in 2005, Bublé was inspired to write the song Lost. Soon after, however, Bublé met English actress Emily Blunt backstage during an Australian award show, and they began dating. The song Everything was written for her by Michael, but the relationship only lasted until 2008. Lopilato dated her co-star and bandmate Felipe Colombo for 4 years, and she later dated another co-star, Mariano Martinez, for 2 years. In 2006, she started dating tennis star Juan Monaco, and their relationship lasted 3 years. It was in 2009 in Buenos Aires that the happy couple first met. According to Mirror.com, Bublé first saw Luisana across a crowded room as he was being put into a car by his security team. He was with his grandfather, and he turned to him to say, "You know, Grandpa, that's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, and I'm never going to see her again." Little did he know that she would be at the same party he was at later that evening, but with a man so attractive he made Brad Pitt look like a schmuck. Michael thought this man was her boyfriend, but after working up the courage to speak to them, he found out she was single and the man was her friend. Funny enough, however, Michael mostly spoke to the man, as Lopilato couldn't speak English at the time, and she called her mom and told her she met Michael Bublé tonight. But he is so gay. As he left the party, Michael took a chance by saying to Luisana, "You're my wife. You just don't know it yet," with her response being, "Of course you want me to be your wife. Every man wants to marry me, so we will have to see." After an interesting first meeting, the couple quickly started dating and fell in love as Michael visited her family and she visited his. Luisana even starred in Michael's music video for his hit Haven't Met You Yet in 2009, which he co-wrote for her. Later that same year, Michael got down on one knee during a family dinner and proposed to Luisana in front of her parents and siblings. The couple walked down the aisle on March 31st, 2011, first in Buenos Aires and later in Vancouver near Michael's family. Soon after, they started a family with son Noah, born in 2013, Elias, born in 2016, and daughter Vida, meaning life in Spanish, born in 2018. The Bublé family has gone through some difficult times though. In 2016, Noah was diagnosed with hepatoblastoma and had to undergo chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Michael prioritized his family at this time and canceled all planned concerts and tours in order to spend time with his son during that difficult time. Thankfully, Noah had a full recovery and is a happy and healthy young boy living with his siblings and parents. The family surely have some very happy years ahead of them.